He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Pittsburgh's offense comes onto the field first today. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates. And while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
And the Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, fight. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. See that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Fires to the big fella. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Panthers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Old Dominion's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And this running game, Jesse, which has been suspect, is going to run into a stone wall in that linebacking core.
I think the big question then is, how's this offense going to have any balance in this game? They need to find creative ways to run the football. We've seen this linebacker shut down much better running backs than what they have on offense. So, David, they're going to have to find ways to still get their backs touches but try to keep them away from this guy because he is a heat-seeking missile.
He is, and he's sideline to sideline. He's good in the pass. He's good in the run. Like, he really is hard to get away from. Maybe read it.
Oh, he's got some space. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. It has been a less than stellar start in ACC play, and now the mission is to try to keep this season from going down the drain.
Yeah, and you got to find new ways to motivate. You came into the season, you're probably like, hey, listen, we want to be ACC champs, and that dream is probably gone, but let's refocus, right? Jesse, it's really fun to be that team at the middle towards the end of the year, too, where you can play spoiler.
Yeah, it's all about building, too. Just one game at a time, and it just takes one win to get the season completely turned around. This team has not yet quit on the year. They're still out playing hard with great effort. They just got to put a full game together.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you've set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Making side adjustments here. He wants to start this drive with a pass. On target over the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Panthers come to the line in the hurry up. To the air on first down. Gonna take a shot. A full dive to haul that one in. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Touchdown, Panthers! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thorne. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. It's a draw. He gets it down to the 28-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks, and now we'll see what they do on 4th. Apparently not tempted to kick the 45-yard field goal. They'll go for it on 4th and short. There he goes. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Zings it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the pass rush is a this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Arizona State is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Sun Devil Stadium, but despite the forks up right now, this one is tight. They're up by a field goal over Houston. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He wants to throw it again. He's got him this time. Drag down Liddell, move the sticks for a 1st down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Snagged out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play. Ball.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Sends it back in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Monarchs will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Swings it out to the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Monarchs will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell He wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Gonna sling it on second down. Gets it out fast. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. Got it! Touchdown! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Back to pass on second down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Handoff from the gun. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. And the Monarchs will line up to punt it away. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hunt. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is.
A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Grab near the marker. It's Hunt. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Panthers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do run?
And that one is picked off in the end zone.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. They're dealing with a second and long. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Oh, they're after him! We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Thorne. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On third and long, try to convert through the air. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the north side of Pittsburgh.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. The Monarchs will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on third. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. To the air on first down. Got his man quickly. Finds a crease at the 20. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Quickly complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Panther! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Power football with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. And the Monarchs will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. The give to the tailback. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. It's a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Here's the handoff. They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll try it over the left side. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's caught. Breaks into the open. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Flips it out in the flat. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long. A step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. starts from their own 25-yard line. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thorne. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Monarchs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. And the Monarchs send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose, already the fifth kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Panthers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. It'll be a run on third and short. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want that clock to run. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it to the back. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on second down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. It gets an explosive play for this offense.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops.
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, and good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to...
There he goes. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Panthers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Oh, sweet feet. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's ball.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. The give as they work on that clock. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. On the move at the 30. Turning it on. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Monarchs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Trying to power it in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. Offense will use a timeout with 20. Remaining. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Pushes toward the goal line. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Gets the back moving. Might be calling a hot route. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Wants to pass. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. And the Monarchs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here comes the punt team. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They bring him down, strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation